Who took longer to sing you the verse? Kendrick or 3 Stacks?
I think, damn, that was a tough one. I think 3 Stacks. 3 Stacks played with my emotions a little bit, man. That was a tough journey to go through, but it was so worth it.
Right.
Shout out 3 Stacks. But man, only reason why is because 3 Stacks actually came to the studio three stacks of times. And didn't lay anything.
Really?
Yes. And came with his little journal and was in there for hours.
He had a flute with him?
He didn't have the flute. This is pre-flute.
Okay, pre-flute.
Pre-flute.
Okay.
This one he had a little composition book.
Yeah.
Same overalls.
Yeah.
But it was no flute, and he was in that studio for hours. And you good, man? Need some tea? Yeah, I'm good, man. And 8 hours passed. He come out. I think tomorrow I'll have it. Next day he come back. Another 8 hours. I think tomorrow is the night. It's gonna be good. It's full moon. It's gonna be good.
You do realize we the studio time.
It's coming out of what label you on? Can I? And just nothing. And then I gave up. And then we went on the road, and we were in Italy. And this is months later, and he sent it back, and it was like, I had it in my inbox. It was 3 Stack, very smooth.
It was well worth it.
It was well worth it, man. It blew our minds, and I'll never forget it, man. It was like, it's not about how long it take, man. It's about what you actually do when you actually send it. That's what it's about. So,
but is it true that he didn't want you guys to release the song?
He did.
Why?
He did. He just felt, he was just telling me, after he sent it and we were so hyped about it, he felt like he didn't add anything to the song, and he maybe it wasn't right. Maybe he just wasn't necessary. And I think that artists go through that. And I think a lot of artists get in their own head, and I urged him and told him, man, no, this is a beautiful song because of you, and you added greatly to it. And shout out to Dr. Dre, the other Dre. I think he kind of convinced him, and we were able to put that record out. But it happens, man. It happens. Sometimes, people want you to. Also, on the other end, people want you to do features, and you can't get it done in time, and they get pissed off. And it's like, damn, man. But I don't take it personal, man. Everyone's got their own stuff that they're going through, man. And so if you can lend a helping hand to my project and make it happen in any time or fashion, sometimes everyone's got their deadlines, but we impose a lot of our deadlines on other artists, and you never know what they got going on,
right?
What kind of stuff that they're gearing up towards. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they don't want to put stuff out because it's going to interfere with what's going on, and everything that you put out, you should have time to promote it. I want to be able to do stuff, do the video, right, all this stuff. So sometimes if I know I can't do all that, I won't bother putting it on, getting on the track. And it's nothing to do with nothing personal.
Right. Is it a situation where I'm looking at, you won 9 Grammys, and you say Dre was like, it probably took him one of the longest to get back to you, and then when he came in, like, I don't really think I add anything. Are there more stories like that, or more times than not? Because you hear some people like, hey, I sent him the beat, and then he sent me the track back 10 hours later, 24 hours later, 3 hours later. Yeah. And then some people like, man, I just had done given up hope. I thought it was over.
Yep. No, you get more on the opposite end. I think with me too, it takes a long time for me to put out stuff that's on my project, right? Okay. So sometimes I did records with people, and they sent it back and everything. They're like, whatever happened to that record? What's going on with that? They urgent, or they wanted to come out, and they're hitting me up. I'm like, chill.
It ain't ready yet.
It ain't ready yet. Yeah. Or I got on a producer's record, and y'all using that? What's going on? Right. Blah, blah, blah. And sometimes, man, some people cancel themselves out like that.
Really?
They're too eager, too hyped.
Right.
Chill. But now you getting on my nerves. You piss me off now. I'm about to come from over here with it.
So let me ask you, if somebody asks you to get on their track, do you look to get compensated, or are you going to ask them to return the favor at a later date and time? So
don't nobody got no money except for Koreans. Those are the only ones that's the only ones that's gonna pay you. You fooling yourself. You think you're gonna get a rate or something from one of these rappers? You gonna get a swap?
Right.
Yeah, we gonna swap. There ain't no money in it. But now when the internationals acts, they gonna pay you. They gonna fly you out. They gonna treat you right. Okay, shout out to my Koreans now. You might see me on a lot of them records.
Right. So how long? So you get a feature. So how long does it take you? So you start working on an album. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, if you say, you know what, I got a project coming out, and it's gonna be fall, maybe late fall 26 or early 27. How soon do you start working on the project? Do you have a concept in mind or kind of direction you want to go? And the people that you potentially want to have on the album, how long does that take?
Myself, I've been working on the project since my last album drop.
Okay.
I never stop. I make music continuously.
Okay.
Now, there might be a time of that I'll set aside to finish the project.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna set 2 months to wrap this up. Stop lollygagging and no more new songs. I'm gonna tighten these ones up. Now I know the vibe I want. I'm gonna start thinking about what I want this to look like and everything. And I've gotten better with that process with each album.
Right.
But yeah, I'm always continuously working since the last project. Now I have a lot of different projects and groups, right?
Right.
My last solo project came out 2019, I think, Ventura, right? And we got a Grammy for that, but it came out the same year as the project before. But I was making records right after that, for my own stuff that I set aside, and for Silk Sonic, for No Worries, whatever. And now, I got another project that I'm working on now that I'm setting aside a couple weeks now that my studio's done. I can sit there and wrap it up and get it tight. Then we could talk about when we want to put this out. Do we want to get any features on it? And then we can, figure out from there how it goes.
Do you, like, when you're touring, do you still try and record?
Yeah, I do. Sometimes, like, we try to bring the tour the equipment with us, but 9 times out of 10 that never works. But what I end up doing is when I'm in the city, so and so was in the city, and we'll book a studio and we'll do something, and then I'll go, here. I love doing that, going and getting into other people's worlds. Right. It's inspiring for me.
Dr. Dre just became a billionaire. What's some of the best advice he's given you?
Don't ask no money from me, nigga. Don't ask me for shit. Yeah, that's. I don't know if that's advice or just like a proclamation, but yeah.
But when you get in your position, you said that, and you said that jokingly. But when you get in your position, does it get harder or easier to tell people no? Because they like, hey, I know you got it, bro. Let you break me off a little something. Does it get harder to say no, especially to people that you know? Now, somebody just arbitrarily just met you 6 months ago or a year ago. It's easy to tell them, hell no, get the hell out of here. But somebody that you've been around 5, 10, 15, or known you since you've grown up, because that's how they do it. Bro, you remember, hey, man, you remember the time we was on the monkey bars, man, we was in that church on the swing set? Man, I knew you was going to make it. Man, I told my homeboy, I said, yeah, he going places. So you get that.
Straight up. I just hate when they beat around the bush, man. And that whole thing. It's like, yeah, man, I see you doing well, man. I wish I could just do well like that. Man, it's been tough for me, but you go ahead, man. I seen you with Shay Shay. You looking great, man. I wish I could just have it like that. Now,
bro, how much you need,
man? Exactly. Just spit it out, man. Here. But then you get those people that that, no, I could give you $1 million. I give you $1 billion. You'll be broke tomorrow. Yeah. I know that. It's not about the money, bro. Like, you got some other things going on, and if I'm give you this, it's only gonna hurt you more. Right. I'm not being cheap, but this is real. Like, there's people that are sometimes incapable of being helped because it's not the money that is the issue. It's how they're going about life is the issue, and how they are going about their relationships with other people that is the issue. So when you give them money, you're just feeding the beast, and they think that they can come right back around because they're gonna come back around. They're not gonna have it again, and then they're gonna come back to you with it. And it's 2 things gonna happen. You're gonna get tired of it, and then it's gonna blow up a situation, and it's gonna make it weird. And but then there's people that they get down bad, and I can't wait to help them out because they helped me out. And it's like, thank you for asking. And it's sometimes people got a lot of pride and they don't want to ask, and it takes a lot to ask someone for help, especially financial help. Yeah. And
if they ask, they really need it.
They do. And if I got it, bro, you got it, man. Like, I love being able to help provide for my family, especially my sisters, my broke ass sisters. They ask for money a lot, and it's beautiful, know. And my sister been wanting a tummy tuck for a long time. And I didn't give it to her. I got her Peloton. I got her treadmill. Yeah. All kinds of different things.
But see, that's that poor man plastic surgery. Gym membership. Yeah. I need a rich man. When I go to the doctor, he get it a pop.
Ain't no shortcuts to this. I didn't take no shortcuts getting to this money.
Right.
So you gonna have to let me see how if you work, because once you get the tummy tuck, I want to see you gonna start acting different. and you're gonna keep it off. You can't have the tummy tuck, but you still on the Chick-fil-A mentality. Right.
Okay.
So it ain't gonna help you.
Right.
You know. So I just try to help when I can. I don't mind helping it. It's fun, and honestly, like, I feel like you get what you give in this industry. I'm not the richest man, but for some reason I'm able to do everything I love to do, and I love giving away stuff. I love providing when I can, and what Dre, some advice that he's always told me, man, is, Dre, you never see him in the hoopla, right? And he's been he's been a person that survived the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and seen people come and go, and has always stayed his ass in the studio and stayed focused on what he loves, right? And that's what it's about. Again, he told me, just do what you love. Don't ever chase none of that stuff. Don't chase the hype. Do what's gonna make you have fun and that you feel in your spirit, and everything else will follow. And that's gotten him to the point where he's a billionaire now. He's never been the type to be on some flashy, like, I'm all about the money.
Nah.
Every time I see Dre, he's working. He's in the studio like it's his first day still. And he doesn't have to, but he loves that. And everything, he's created this whole world around him, and he's created just a whole family tree of amazing artists. I'm proud to be one of them. And that's one thing that I've always respected and admired, and, following his footsteps for sure.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party, because we like to do something before two something.